Isabel Womack in the circle for the Wildcats as we begin game number 2 here. First pitch, a called strike, and we are underway in game number 2. And that misses just barely. In the air, struck well to left, towards the scoreboard. It's out of here. Lead off solo home run from Skylar Jenkins. And the Yellow Jackets lead it 1-0. Second baseman number 15, Mo Quimby. And Morgan Quimby will look to keep the party going here for the Yellow Jackets. Wildcats, a small change to their lineup. Ashley Laver is the designated player. She is hitting in the 7th spot for Joe DePietro. As I work on shuffling some papers around here, get the final remnants of game 1 out of the way. 1-1 the count. That one skips in. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Defensively, it's the same 9 for Central Washington. The only difference is Isabel Womack in the circle. But the other 8 are as they were in the previous game. Check swing. Benthagen applies the tag. No, she did not. And that's got the hometown fans in an uproar. In the air. It's playable. And the catch is made by Hampson in right center for out number 1. Shortstop number 4 is Sydney Pollard. So, it's 1-0 with 1 out. Ink on the lineup cards barely dry before the Yellow Jackets took a 1-0 lead here. 2-0. Two and 1, Womack over for a strike. Wildcats with action early in this one. Joe DiPietro probably looking to stave off the lack of control that we've seen. And a check swing. They'll ask down at first. No. Count 3-1. First base umpire's been busy in this one. Already a pair of check swings in the first. Here's the 3-1 from Womack. Soft pop-up to Carpenter for out number 2. Catcher number 25, Mason O'Neill. First pitch to O'Neill. Just misses 1-0. That one misses. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Trying to come on the inside corner to the catcher. And no dice. So Womack behind to another hitter. Offers at the 2-1 and fouls it off the backstop. Three and 1. That one had some heat behind it, though. Three and 1 count. That'll be ball 4. O'Neill works a 2-out walk. And it's Brittany Fisher who had a home run in game 1. First baseman number 24, Brittany Fisher. Two-out walk keeps the inning alive. Fisher trying to call for time, not going to get it. Womack skips it in anyway. That one misses. I'm not sure where, but it did. It's 2-0. Had to have been low. Foul back at the backstop and off a pole, 2-1. Fisher with the home run to right center, and then also had a really nice stretch on a bunt play that she and Penny connected on to get Carson Decker in the top of the fifth. Excuse me. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Even at 2-2. Twos across the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It'll be a full count. Runner will be going. Fisher and Womack take long adventures away from the plate in the rubber. 3-2. Fouled away. 25 pitches, 11 strikes for Womack. A long first inning here, pitch count-wise. It's Penny if the inning should continue. Three-two is in the dirt. Back-to-back two-out walks. Third baseman number 21, Marin Penny. Well, the free passes come back to hurt you, whether it's in just the pitch count or whether they amount to runs. First pitch to Penny, a called strike. That one's in for a strike as well, so Womack way ahead of Penny. In the air, sky to the left side. It'll be shallow left field. Decker coming on, and she'll make the grab for out number 3. The Yellow Jackets leave 2 stranded, but they do get 1 run on the solo leadoff home run from Jenkins. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the first, Carpenter leading things off for Central Washington. And she will face Jenna Kister in the circle. O'Neill back behind the plate. The Yellow Jackets lining up much the same way defensively they did in game number 1. The only change is Kalahuavehi is the designated player. And the count's going to be 2-0. The ball assessed either on delay a game or an illegal pitch. It's 3-0. And that'll be strike 1. So it's a 3-1 count, despite Kister only throwing 3 pitches so far. In the air down the left field line and foul. Three-two count. Another one hit weekly foul. Carpenter fights that one off. She's at 286 on the season. 1 for 3 in game number 1. Will that one get out of play? It will. Three-two is fouled away again, making her work for it. 4 foul balls in a row now. And that'll be ball 4. Carpenter draws the leadoff walk. Center fielder number 20, Allie Thiessen. After the Wildcats went fairly quietly in game number 1, the only offense, the solo home run. The bunt is dropped down, and Allie Thiessen's got her second bunt single of the day. Deadened that one very nicely. Third baseman number 11, Maya Seaton. Two on and nobody out. 313 for her. First pitch over, a called strike. Second bunt single of the afternoon for Allie Thiessen. A little small ball here for the Wildcats. It's 1-1 as Fisher comes down the line, as does Penny over at third with Seaton squaring. Pops the bunt up, and it was almost caught by O'Neill. That would have been a nice barehanded grab from the Jackets backstop. It's a very tough play to make. 1-2 the count to Seaton. Thought about going upstairs to chase it, but thought better of it or held off. Those were the two sentences that I ate. 2-2, a pair on. 3-2, misses outside. Payoff pitch. Popped up on the infield. The infield fly rule is in effect, and it'll be caught. Nobody's going to advance. Catcher number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. Benthagen hit her third home run of the season, a solo variety in game number 1. Pitch is over for a called strike, 0-1. Said we'll keep you updated on the women's basketball score when they tip off. That game is coming up soon. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. One well outside, and O'Neill was even set up almost off the plate. A snap throw to second. It's called a strike at the plate, so it's 2-2. And a good block at second by Quimby. Two on a line to right. That is going to be caught. A reaching grab. A very nice job out there by Tovar. That was going to go for extra bases and maybe a run. First baseman number 18, Brooke Jordan.
Not sure that was going to hit the ground.
Tovar on full extension to make that play. So it's 2 outs now. First pitch to Jordan, a called strike. That ball was rocketed out there by Bentagan. And Mason O'Neill's asked for the home plate umpire to clean off the plate. He's got a little bit of a smirk on his face as he comes back around. And that's going to be a foul ball, or will it be a dead ball? It'll be a hit by pitch. Shortstop number 6, McKenna King. So they did check. She did not go. The bases are loaded for King. Call the strike 0-1. Catches the outside corner. King 0 for 2 in the opener. 25 pitches, 14 strikes for Kister so far. Here's the 1-1. On the ground, scooped up by Penny at third, the throw across. The Wildcats leave the bases loaded. Top of the second, Billings leads 1-0.
Probably like shoulder height.
Top of the second, Tovar leading things off. Isabel Womack back out for the Wildcats. First pitch is upstairs. The second inning is underway. It's Tovar, Hughes, and Kalahuavehi. On the ground, Jordan, that one's off the chest. It's a race back to the bag and a diving Jordan That is out number 1. The fielder number 14, Allie Hughes. Hughes with 1 down. Kalahuavehi did not play in game number 1, but getting the start in game 2, she's on deck. And that will be a 1-out single. It hits the grass and just dies. Designated player number 28, Jaslyn Kalahuavehi. I have to thank Kyle Cajero and Evan O'Kelly for the pronunciation guide. It's always nice when colleagues included. It's 1-0. And it's even better when the phonetic spelling makes sense. The 1-0. On the ground, Weekly, and foul. Jordan. Coming back to first is Hughes. And Kalahuavehi stands back in. .222 on the season for her. Fouls that one away. Weighted back on that pitch. Oh, 1-2 from Womack. 2-2. Ben taking a nice chop there. Keeps the ball in front of her. So far, the only offense is the solo home run from Jenkins. That led off the game. Here's the 2-2. On the ground, Jordan fields that one. Not going to have time to turn 2. And Hughes advances. It's back to the top of the order for the Yellow Jackets. Center fielder number 3, Skylar Jenkins. She's already gone deep once. Leaves with the bat out in front. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. The 0-1 to Jenkins. Change up. Misses 1-1. Just outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Struck well to center field. Thiessen, a step in front of the warning track. She'll make the grab. That is the inning's 3rd out. They leave 1 stranded. Ashley Laver will lead things off for Central when we come back. Bottom of the second, Laver leading off. First pitch called strike, 0-1. Laver going with just the one batting glove. Reminds me of Andy Sheets, an old infielder, played for the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. They were the Devil Rays at the time. Laver swings through that one, 0-2. Going to be outside, 1-2, a good spot though, 4 to 6 inches off the plate. Laver still looking for her first hit of the season. Not a whole lot of at-bats for her either. Chases that one up the ladder, and it's 0-1. Or it's one out, excuse me. Right fielder number 21, Jillian Hampson. Got multiple things going on over here on top of it. One and 0 to Hampson. Two and 0. O'Neill tried to bring that one back in the strike zone. Home plate umpire not buying it though. 2-0, 2-1. In the air to left. Catch is made by Hughes. Left fielder number 15, Carson Decker. 225 for the freshman outfielder. Speedy outfielder from Alaska. A long way to go. Down here to Washington. Called to strike, 0-1. One and one, it's upstairs. Penny at third, playing in front of the bag, just in case Decker wants to lay one down. 2-1, it's outside. Swing and a miss. Twos everywhere. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Got her swinging. 2 strikeouts on the inning for Kister. And we're headed to the top of the third. It's 1-0 Montana State Billings. Top of the third inning. It's 1-0. Quimby standing in. She is 0 for 1, flew out to right in the first. Takes the first pitch she sees. It's 1-0. Missed just off the inside. The 1 no strike offer. Soft liner to second. Carpenter's got to field it on the hop. She throws over to first. And that is out number 1. Shortstop number 4, Sydney Pollard. Pollard popped up to Carpenter. Back in the first. Women's basketball underway down in California. We will keep you updated as that game progresses. And on the men's side, Xavier Smith named D2 CCA first team All-West region. The GNAC's only first team selection. He, of course, was the GNAC Player of the Year. Smith, a senior out of O'Day High School in Seattle. And that one misses. Came to the Wildcats from Idaho. A disappointing end to the Wildcats season as they were snubbed from regionals. Hometown bias, I can say that. After a heartbreaking loss to Alaska Fairbanks in the GNAC championship game. It's 3-1 to Pollard. Laced foul. And just a reminder, we'll be back at it tomorrow for games 3 and 4 of this series. Pollard fights that one off. Payoff pitch. That'll be ball 4, up and in. Catcher number 25, Mason O'Neill. .308 on the season. Walked in her first plate appearance. Outside corner called, strike 0-1. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. Allergies taking hold here in the Pacific Northwest in early spring. Means hopefully no more snow, but it does mean I'll have to get some allergy medication. Here's the 1-1. To center. Thiessen running forward makes the grab. There are 2 away. First baseman number 24, Brittany Fisher. Here's the first pitch to Fisher. Ooh. I don't know where it missed. The 1-0 off the backstop. NNU out to an early lead, 10-4 down in California. And midway through that first quarter. That one's over and foul behind what is right now the shrubbery. The 1-2 from Womack. Van Tegen blocks it. It's 2-2. Twos across the scoreboard. Looking to end the inning. Womack. Not going to do it there. It's 3-2. And that one was close. Fisher spun out of the box. Runner will be going with a 3-2 count and 2 outs. The payoff pitch from Womack. Ball 4. Womack thought she had strike 3. And she's going to cock her head a little bit. Runners on first and second for Penny. Third baseman number 21, Marin Penny. Marin Penny, a chance to extend the inning, and home plate umpire there putting the hand up. I think Joe DiPietro might have been
He was in the dugout. I don't think he's very happy.
Giving him a few thoughts. Constructive criticism, we'll call it.
Yeah, a difference fucking
1-0 the count. Over the backstop, 1-1. You'd think that the umpire pouches for softball would be bigger, given that the ball is bigger, but they are not, surprisingly. As somebody who has umpired both baseball and softball, it's really a one-size-fits-all for the pouches. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. 62 pitches, 30 of them strikes for Womack, and we are not out of the third inning. Oh, that one is hard off the backstop. Catches the wooden facade down there. Well, no, it is padded. Excuse me.
It sounds very padded.
I can't remember. I only step on that field 4 to 5 times every game day. I'll have to pay attention next time I go down. Twos across the scoreboard again, the 2-2. If it's fair, it's gone, but it's foul. Nothing but a long strike there. So Marin Penny keeping the at-bat alive and the inning. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. On the ground, Carpenter fields, goes the easy way and steps on the bag. Fisher retired on the play, and that one, the top of the third, they leave 2 stranded It's 1-0 Billings when we return. So Harley Carpenter gets things going for Central. At some point, I don't know what we're waiting for. Looks like we're good to go now. First pitch is a ball. Well, the inning opens 1-0. I've made eye contact with a dog in the front row. Just kind of hopelessly staring at me. That's going to be through for a single. Leadoff hitter aboard. Center fielder number 20, Allie Thiessen. Yeah, he just keeps staring up here. Thiessen squares around, gets the bunt down, the throw to first, another bunt single. Thiessen outruns that one. And again, just deadens the ball perfectly in front of home plate. Third baseman number 11, Maya Seaton. First two hitters aboard via singles. One and 0 it starts out. Two and 0. Kister misses high. Two balls and no strikes. 3-0. That one's upstairs as well. Big time hitters count here for Maya Seaton. Taking all the way, it's 3-1. Popped up. The infield fly rule is into effect again. Catcher number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. That is the second time Seaton has popped up with nobody out and 2 on. Misses 1-0. That is a tight strike zone down there. Usually a little bit of give off the plate either way, but not today. 1-0 is down the line and foul. Fisher gives it a run, but can't get there. 1-1 the count to Benthagen. Check swing. They're going to ask for help. They'll go down the third base line, and no, says the third base umpire. Again, very interesting that you ask the third base umpire on that, even though the first base umpire in the B position, or that's the C position, excuse me, as it's called strike 2 and 2, still does have a better look at it. At the end of the first quarter, down in East Bay, it's 17-16 NNU. The Wildcats had tied it at 16-16. A liner to third. The catch is made by Penny. First baseman number 18, Brooke Jordan. So here's Jordan. 2 on and 2 out. Central trailing 1-0. First one is over for a strike 0-1. Wildcats bats have slumbered through this early season. Big hack, it's 0-2. And no more could they use a run than right now. They have struggled to manufacture runs. Jordan chases that one, but fouls it back to the screen. Not enough velocity to get it past her. Outside, tried to get her to chase, 1-2. On the ground, left side, Penny, the throw, got her. The Wildcats leave 2 more stranded. It's still 1-0 Billings when we come back. Top of the fourth. Tovar leading things off. It's 7, 8, and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. They lead 1-0. It was the leadoff home run from Skylar Jenkins that has been the game's only offense. First pitch is laced foul down the third baseline. Wait for that ball to come back. It's almost like a surprise for me. I can't quite see down the left field line. So on balls like that, I'm guessing just a little bit as to what's going on. Called a strike. That's the widest strike we've seen in game number 2. Womack ahead of Tovar. No balls, 2 strikes. They try to go right back. That's just a little further outside, 1-2. That's over the top, back behind us. 69 pitches, 36 strikes for Womack.
It's been a long day.
Wow, just the 1 run on 2 hits so far. That solo home run. Off the end of the bat, cued foul. And the umpire wants that ball. That one's not coming back.
And now he needs more because the pockets are tiny.
Yeah, that one's going to be done. That must have a pretty good nick into it.
Sounded like it off the bat.
1-2 the count. On the ground, King. Over to Jordan for out number 1. Left fielder number 14, Allie Hughes. Hughes had a single in her first at-bat. Fouls that one away. Popped up, foul territory out of play. It's 0-2. 21-21 midway through the second quarter down in East Bay. Wildcats and the Nighthawks all tied up. And other places in sports, Phil Kessel, the Arizona Coyotes right wing, had his second child, I believe, maybe his first. The Coyotes, as this one is hit into center. Thiessen coming on. It's going to fall in no man's land. A little 1-out single, an 0-2 single from Hughes. And the Yellow Jackets have a runner aboard. Designated player number 28, Jaslyn Kalahuevehe. Kalahuevehe. Oh for 1, grounded out to second, but the Coyotes started Phil Kessel, who has an Ironman streak going. One of those streaks that across sports everybody likes to see continued. Goes back to, I believe it was Lou Gehrig, the first Ironman, and of course Cal Ripken a little bit down the road. A little bit, quite a while, quite a ways down the road, 2-0. But the Coyotes started Phil Kessel on the top line, gave him his first shift, and then he took off to go be with his wife in the birth of their child. A nice gesture by the Coyotes. The 2-0 makes it 3-0. And I would not be surprised if she's taking all the way here. 3-0. Taking all the way, it's 3-1. And his flight back to Arizona, I believe, was actually chartered by the team's owner. And they had the plane waiting for him. The 3-1 laced foul. 3-2. And for a franchise that's had nothing but bad news over the last year, some good news, heartwarming news coming out of Glendale. 3-ball, 2-strike count. The payoff pitch. That's fouled away again. Kalahuavehi battling here. With 1 out and a runner on. Womack has had 80 pitches, 44 strikes. So just over the 50% mark for her. Check swing. It's ball 4. A walk to the 9-hitter. They'll check down at first. No, she did not. Center fielder number 3, Skylar Jenkins. And it looks like a change in the offing.
Not awful, but it's not ideal.
Hughes is at second. We'll see where the runner's going to go. And it'll be over at first. Running at first, number 2, Claire Bagno. And with 1 out, the Yellow Jackets going for a little more speed on the base path, trying to stay out of that double play. And it is back to the top of the lineup for Jenkins, who has the solo home run that accounts for the entirety of the offense through 3 1/3 innings. In the air, right side, Carpenter. Infield fly rule was put into effect, and the catch is made anyway. There are 2 down. Second baseman, number 15, Morgan Quimby. Is he trying to get out of a jam? First pitch to Quimby. Ouch bang. The bases are going to be loaded after that. That one stings. Jake Decker making his way out of the dugout. The Wildcats athletic trainer. Shortstop number 4, Sydney Pollard. It looks like Quimby is okay. Ball 1. Bases are loaded. Womack trying to work out of a jam of her own creation. Walked the runner on second, hit the runner on first. Hughes did single. 1-1. Catches the strike zone, the bottom of it, but it counts. Flared to Carpenter, and she will drift back a few steps and make the grab. So Womack gets out of the jam, leaves the bases loaded. That makes it 8. The Jackets have stranded through 4. It's 1-0. King will lead off when we come back. Bottom of the fourth, McKenna King leads off for Central. She is 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts. Excuse me, 0 for 1. Yep, just a ground out. One and one, Kister. This will be pitch number 60. Buckled her, 1 and 2. Time called. A ball is popped onto the field. Looks like the Yellow Jackets have some action in their bullpen. The Wildcats also with action. Looks like Michaela Miller loosening for Central. On the ground, a second. Out number 1. Designated player number 9, Ashley Laver. Ozzy Osbourne. And Black Sabbath as Laver swings and misses. That's her walk up there. Oh, and 1 the count to Laver. 1 and 1. That one bounces in. Two balls, 1 strike. Hampson waits on deck. The younger sibling of Justin Hampson, who played baseball for the Wildcats. Two balls, 2 strikes to Laver. Just outside, counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That didn't miss by much. Popped up. That is in the circle, and it is.
She dropped it.
Gonna fall, maybe?
She dropped it, yeah.
It'll go down as a hit.
24 dropped it. Well, she went for it, but I think it missed her glove entirely.
Right fielder number 21, Jillian Hampson. That is Ashley Laver's first hit of the season. Nobody wanted to take charge of it. Hampson gets the bunt down, the throw to first. That's out number 2. Laver advances to second, and it looks like we're going to have a change here for the Wildcats. Decker is not going to hit. It's going to be Reese Schimmel. Pinch hitting number 22, Reese Schimmel. Reese Schimmel hitting .053 on the season. It's been a struggle at the plate for her. Trying to get something going here late. First pitch, a called strike, 0-1 as Laver dances off a second. Still has the 1 batting glove, even on the base path. One and 1. Swing and a miss. Schimmel waves right through it. 1-2 the count. Kister a pitch away from ending this inning without any damage. Not going to be on that pitch, though. It's just outside. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Schimmel wearing double twos and a runner on second. Twos everywhere. Count is full, 3-2. So Schimmel comes off the bench, works a full count. Never easy to be asked to step into a situation where you're trailing by 1 and the tying run is on second. Not with 2 outs at least. Schimmel to short, and it's a weak line out to end the inning. They leave one stranded. Still 1-0 as we head to the top of the 5th when we come back. Five. O'Neill will get things going. Inning starts out 1-0. Two and 0. Offering. On the ground and through the left side. Leadoff single for O'Neill. First baseman, number 24, Brittany Fisher. And it looks like the Yellow Jackets will dip into their bench here. And it looks like the runner... running at first, 0-0, Shelby Marquardt. Marquardt comes on to run for the catcher. Fired in for a strike, 0-1. The Yellow Jackets playing for all the runs they can get here in the top of the 5th. Popped up behind home plate. Benthagen will make the grab, popping out of the crouch. That is a tough play to make for catchers. Third baseman, number 21, Marin Penny. So here is Marin Penny. Penny with a pair of walks on the day. Seeing the ball well. That one's called a strike 0-1. Womack nearing that 100 pitch point. 92, 51 strikes. Right around 20 pitches an inning. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The 0-2 offering. 1-2. Hit on the hands. It's fouled back and out of play. Would have been ball 2, maybe a hit by pitch.
I don't know how that didn't hit her hands when she swung on it.
Reset, try it again. The 1-2 from Womack. Fired that one, but it's outside 2-2. Oh, to the backstop. Counts full, 3-2 after the wild pitch. Marquand moves up to second. That one just stuck in the hand. Looking for her third walk of the day. Instead, she'll take a single and a right. They're going to wave around Marquardt. Here comes the throw. It's cut off and nearly sniped the first base umpire. Right fielder number 10, Alexis Tovar. My, oh my, the first base umpire, that throw came in right over the top of his head. I don't know how Jordan at first was even able to make the catch, but she was. And it's 2-0. One and 0 to Tovar. The 1-0. Catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. That was pitch number 100. 55 of them strikes. The Yellow Jackets 2 runs on 5 hits. Central no runs on 4 hits. They've had a pair of runners on and haven't managed to get anything across. Twice. Check swing. They're going to ask for help. And yep. 1-2. A good look down to the third base coach's box. Lisa McKinney shaking her head a little bit at that one. Here's the 1-2. Through the left side, another 2-strike hit. Left fielder number 14, Allie Hughes. Nothing more frustrating as a coach or a pitching coach than giving up 2-strike hits, and that is something that has happened quite often to the Central Washington team this year. Pitchers have been unable to put hitters away with 2 strikes. Runners on first and second and one out. Hughes hitting .294. First pitch over, a called strike. Kalahuavehi waits on deck. The 0-1's fouled away 0-2. Oh, and 2 to Hughes. On the ground, left side. King, glove flip to third. Got her. Reaches on the fielder's choice. A very nice play. And it looks like we're going to have a change. Where that change is going to occur, it's the re-entry at the plate. The designated player, number 28, Jaslyn Kalahuavehi. Two down and two on. Kalahuavehi stands in. Swinging first pitch into right. Hampson takes a step in, had to go back, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. They leave two stranded. It's 2-0. Bottom of the fifth when we come back. Bottom of the fifth inning, it's 2-0 Montana State Billings. First pitch, a strike 0-1. In the air to center. It's a can of corn out there. Center fielder number 20, Ali Thiessen. That is the first time Harley Carpenter's been retired in this game. Now Thiessen hitting .423. She swings at the first pitch. And, an interesting adventure out there in center, but the catch is made by Jenkins. Third baseman number 11, Maya Seaton. Well, we've reached the part of the ball game where at-bats and outs come at a premium. Going out on two pitches for 2 outs is not the way you want to start an inning. You've got to make Kister work. She has been relatively comfortable all ball game. She's worked out of jams in the first and the third when Carpenter and Thiessen both reached to start the inning. And the Wildcats couldn't get anything going in either of those frames. Well, Seaton works it to 3-0 count. Bentagen's on deck. A get me over pitch there. It's 3-1. The 3-1. Deep to left center, but Jenkins roaming over, and she's got it for out number 3. The Wildcats go down in order with 3 flyouts to center. Busy inning for Jenkins. When we come back, she will lead things off in the top of the 6th. Jenkins at 263 leading things off. She is 1 for 3. The solo home run in the top of the first might be all the offense the Yellow Jackets needed. They added an insurance marker in the top of the last inning, though. Squaring around and pulling back, it's a called strike. As Seaton crashed hard from third, she was playing, I think, a step behind the bag there. Now she's going to be playing a step or two in front. One and one. Womack, 107 pitches. Wildcats bullpen looks fairly quiet. Well, they may have somebody ready already. The 1-1 to Jenkins. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got her up the ladder for out number 1. Second baseman number 15, Morgan Quimby. Quimby 0 for 2. A fly out, a ground out. And she was hit by a pitch in her last at-bat. Fists that one to the right side in the air. Carpenter's got it for out number 2. Shortstop number 4, Sydney Pollard. First offering. Low 1-0 to Pollard. Pollard hitting .231. Pair of pop-outs and a walk so far. 1-1. She swings through that. The 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Midway through the third quarter down in East Bay, NNU leads 34-33 over Central Washington. A close game to open the regional for the Wildcats and head coach Randy Richardson Thornley. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here to Pollard. 2s across the top of the scoreboard. Chopped foul. Pitch number 117. Three and 2. Didn't chase the high stuff. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. A 2-out walk from Pollard. And that'll bring up O'Neill. Got a de-gear over there. Catcher number 25, Mason O'Neill. O'Neill. A walk, a fly out, and a single. Marquardt pinch ran in the 5th and came around to score. One and one. Womack over for a called strike. Womack is above the 50% mark for strikes today. The 1-1. Fouled away. It's 1-2. Somebody's going to have to go chase that one, and it looks like Grace Godfrey has that duty. Godfrey, another Wildcat from Alaska, a walk-on. The 1-2 on the ground, through the left side. Another 2-strike hit for this Yellow Jacket team. First baseman number 24, Brittany Fisher. I don't have the breakdown, but I would guess teams are... Well, Billings has got to be hitting close to 300 with 2 strikes in this game. A Baltimore chopper up the middle. King fields it, steps on the bag. And that will end the inning. They leave 2 stranded. Ben Tagan will lead off when we come back. Bottom of the 6th, Benthagen leading off. Fouls the first pitch she sees back out of play. Then an 0 for 2 day for her. A fly out and a line out on the ledger thus far. A hearty hack there. It's 0-2. One helps, but it's not enough, though you don't want to leave both runs till the final inning. Central down to their last 6 outs. One and two. O'Neill wanted to come up and throw it around the horn. All tied 36-36. 2:53 to go in the third quarter. Line drive. It is foul.
Not by much, though.
That was a frozen rope. Just foul. Or Brittany Fisher, you're telling Kister, whatever that was, don't throw it on this pitch. We'll see if they opt for the off speed. A check swing, it's ball 2. They did go away from her there. You don't want to let that one get in near the hands. Benthagen can turn on it quickly. 2-2, got her looking. First baseman number 18, Brooke Jordan.
My friend's been trying to nap all day. I'll be interested to see if he was woken by you at all.
Off the black 1-0. Bit behind that one, it's 1-1. Home plate umpire makes his way over to the dugout, gets a couple for the pockets. Two and one. One of the more interesting points or parts of being a bat boy was learning each umpire and how they wanted the game balls delivered. Some umpires would say 3, and then if the next ball gets hit out of play, they want 4. Others are telling you in advance that they want 1 more if a ball gets fouled out of play. And then there was only one umpire when I worked in single A who threw out probably half of the game balls every time he was behind the plate. 3-2. My boss, Johnny Satterfield, and I always disappointed when that guy came into town because we knew we'd be prepping extra baseballs. 3-2. Fouled off the screen. That was a fun couple years working for the Greenville Drive when I was in high school. Payoff pitch to Jordan. On a line, and that'll be down. The Wildcats put the tying run at the plate now. Shortstop number 6, McKenna King.
That was really good contact on the ball.
And the drop down from Seattle U as the 5th hit for the Wildcats. It's outside 1-0. This is high and deep to left. It is going to be fair and down. They're going to have to hold Jordan at third. It is a double down the left field line for McKenna King. And it looks like we're going to have a conference here in the circle. Might be a pitching change. Oh, it's just going to be a conversation. It's Ashley Laver at the dish. She's 1 for 4 on the season. As Laura Dalby-Nicolai joins us in the press box. Just celebrities in here today. 43-43 as they head into the fourth quarter down in East Bay. The designated player number 9, Ashley Laver. All squared away, the Wildcats and the Nighthawks. Tying run on second. 1 out. Laver's got a single in this ball game. Her first hit of the season, she's 1 for 4. Outside, 2-0. There is action in the Yellow Jackets bullpen. Two and one, a called strike. Qualteri is throwing. A right-hander. 2-2. Catches the outside corner. 101 pitches, 60 strikes for Kister. Well, both starting pitchers over the century mark now. This will be a big out if she can get it. The 2-2. Chases that one upstairs and fouls it off the screen. I know that frustrates Joe DiPietro down there because I just saw him motion at the ball high. Here's the 2-2. Chases that one inside, fouls it away. Change up there must have looked dead red to Laver. She was way out ahead of it. It's one of those pitches you want back. 2-2 as Kister toes the rubber again. And 3-2. Laver. Just a bit early there. The payoff pitch. A big one here from Kister. In the air, struck well, right center. That is going to get down. Jordan and King both tagged on the play. King is going to score. It's a 2-run double for Laver. A wall scraper. All right, fielder number 21, Jillian Hampson. And Joe DiPietro is going to meet with Jillian Hampson. Laver getting it done in the dish. Fouled away. 1-1 the count on Hampson. Three straight hits for the Wildcats. Will it be 4? It will. It's going to get down. Laver is going to have to stop at third. She had to wait and see if that was going to be caught or if it was going to drop, but Hampson's going to single to center. It's runners on the corners with one out. It looks like there's going to be a change. Is that Taylor Kai? It does look like it'll be Taylor Kai. And a change for the Yellow Jackets as well. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. A big at-bat here for Taylor Kai, pinch hitting. Hampson going on the ground. Across, and Kai is retired. Second baseman number 25, Harley Carpenter. A ground out there. There are 2 outs. One and 0. Qualtieri out of the bullpen. Gets the first hitter she sees on the ground out. First pitch. 1-0, chop to short. It is going to be booted, and Laver's going to score. Center field number 20, Allie Thiessen. That should have ended the inning, but instead it's 3-2. That one's blocked, but advancing's Carpenter anyway. Charge that a wild pitch to Qualtieri. 1-0. Outside corner called, strike 1-1. It is 49-45, 6:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Live stats must be just ahead of the live stream that Laura's watching and listening to over there. 2-1 the count. It is win in advance for the Wildcats down in East Bay. On the ground, short. The throw! Oh my! 2 more will score.
Wow. So that's a big delay. Did you want to share space by
Third baseman number 11, Maya Seaton. Wildcats lead at 5-2 now.
every once in a while, I'll catch a breeze through here, and I'll be like, whoa, and then I'll just move a little bit either. And then when I'm sweating, I'll move back.
First one's a called strike. 0-1.
Next time you're doing random stats, I want to know how many runs we've scored with 2 outs. It seems like
1-1. That one misses, and the Wildcats have scored 5 runs in this inning. 1-1 to Seaton's, fouled away. Some more action in the Yellow Jackets bullpen. It looks like Presley Christensen getting loose. Fouled away. Seaton hitting .294. Trying to keep this inning going. It's been a good one for Central. Took them 6 innings to get on the board, but they've scored 5. 5 runs on 9 hits, helped along by 2 errors. A Baltimore chopper through the left side. Seaton aboard with a single. Catcher number 16, Alyssa Benthagen.
What a time for that rally.
Most of the scoring this inning coming with 1 out. It's in the dirt. That 2-run double from Ashley Laver tied it. Misses 2-0. A 2-0 to Benthagen. A dangerous hitter. 2-1, fouled it away. Looks like she went with a changeup there. Benthagen expecting something with a little more velocity. And then Hughes cut it back to 1, 53-52 with 4.5 to go. 2-1 to Benthagen. Swing and a miss. She wanted that one. The rally visors are in effect down in the Wildcat dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 2s everywhere. Up the middle, that's through for a single. Playing deep was Jenkins. Here comes the throw. Fisher cuts it off. It's 6-2.
Honestly, yeah. Full set, honestly. Might as well. We're here.
And it looks like we're going to have a runner over at first. Abashima will run. Running in first, number 33, Rihanna Awashima. Now batting the first baseman, number 18, Brooke Jordan. Yeah, we're going to have to go track down some more softballs, it looks like. First pitch to Jordan misses.
This pitcher's not having a fun
Tied up. Or maybe we're not, but
Called strike, it's 1-1.
it's not it's a decent rebound,
Samson's not having a good day.
It's not good.
2-1. Seaton dancing dangerously off a second there. O'Neill thought about making a throw. $60-58 with 2:11 to go down in East Bay. The Wildcats searching for the first regional win in program history. This is on the ground, weekly to first. They do retire Jordan. They leave 2 stranded, but they get 6 runs on 7 hits, helped along by a pair of errors. It's 6-2 Central when we come back for the top of the 7th.
If she turned around,
1-0. I can't quite tell who the Wildcats left fielder is. It's not Taylor Kai, I know that.
might be 12. So, is that a possibility?
That one's in the dirt. It's either Grace Godfrey or Katie Wilton out there. So Decker reappears out in, or excuse me, Failer is out in left. Counts 3-1. So Ashton Failer now hitting in the 9 spot. Here's the 3-1. Swing in a miss. Gonna need a sand wedge to hit that one.
Bring it out her shovel because she's gonna dig it.
The 3-2. Fouled away. Womack, this will be pitch number 130. We are over the 2-hour mark here for game number 2. 18 seconds to go. It's NNU 62, Central 64. Central looking to hang on for the victory. Swing and a miss. Got Penny swinging.
Sports are stressful, but also
Right fielder number 10, Alexis Tovar.
kind of a love-hate relationship. Yes.
All one in the dirt. Two 2-0. Skips in. Womack pitching with a 4-pitch lead. Or a 4-run lead, excuse me.
It's just one of those days.
The 2-0. Laced into left center. That's going to get down. It'll be extra bases. Thiessen's throw cut off, and it's a 1-out double.
Dropped. It carried out.
Left fielder number 14, Allie Hughes. It is not good when you're getting behind hitters, and then you also struggle to get hitters out with 2 strikes. That was a 2-0 double there. That one's going to carry him off Benthagen, the rebound. Haven't seen a rebound that big since the Detroit Red Wings goaltending the last few nights. One 1-0. Dancing out of the way is Tovar, and it's foul. There must be some shenanigans going on in East Bay because the live stats have sat at 64-62 with 18 seconds to go for a while now, much longer than 18 seconds. It's 64-64 with 6 seconds to go. 2-1 here, though, in Ellensburg.
I'm just gonna sit here and refresh. Two hands, one for the scoreboard.
Borrow a line from Rocky Horror Picture Show. The anticipation is killing me here. 2-2.
3 seconds. Still tight.
The 2-2. Way foul. Good at bat here with one down. Still 2-2 one more time. Foul again. They've got a runner over at third. She's had to dance out of the way of a couple of them now.
Nothing like getting sniped by your own teammate.
Dangers of being a runner at third. It was Tyler Colvin for the Colorado Rockies. He might have been playing for the Chicago Cubs at the time, but they had a bat break, and it speared him in the chest down in third. Swing and a miss. Went up the ladder for out number 2.
Got speared.
Now batting, designated player number 28, Jaslyn Kale Huavehi.
Basketball's going to overtime.
And the Wildcats will go to overtime in East Bay. 64-64.
Was the dude okay that got speared?
Kala Huavehi. First pitch, misses a ball 1-0. Tyler Colvin was okay. He ended up missing just a little bit of time, but he was okay in the long run. Although a bit of a traumatizing experience for him, I'm sure. Here's the 1-0. 2-0. Three and 0. A little bonus basketball for the women. The 3-0 offering. Ball 4. Now it's back to the top of the lineup. Center fielder number 3, Skylar Jenkins. And it looks like there may be a runner at first. There will be. Meyer is pinch running. Running at first, number 5, Peyton Meyer. Wildcats bullpen's quiet. Jenkins had the solo home run way back at the top of the first. Fouls that one away. A hit here is at least one run. It keeps getting colder as this day wears on. Feel for the home plate umpire out there in short sleeves. Here's the 0-1. 0-2 on the inside corner. Womack 1 pitch away.
I'm an idiot sometimes.
The 0-2. 1-2. Middle infielders collapsing after every pitch. Here's the 1-2 offering. Womack to Jenkins. On the ground, second. Carpenter goes the easy way, and that will end the ball game. Womack picks up the victory. It's 6-2 the final. Just a reminder, we'll be back here tomorrow with another doubleheader starting at noon, games 3 and 4 of the series. Thanks for tuning in and have a great night.